In this video, we are going to create a button design system with the following properties. The properties that we need is disabled, label, on-click handler, size and type. So our button will have different sizes and different types. The different sizes that it can have is small, medium and large, and it will default to medium. Button types will be primary, secondary and tertiary, and it will default to primary. This exercise comes from this repo from Emma named React Button. So here what you need to do, whenever you're calling this button component with just label, it will display button as label and the size and type will default to medium and primary. But you can also change the size and type to things like small and secondary, and here we are changing it to large and tertiary. And we are also passing a event handler by passing it on click handler, and this is the event that we need to handle. So I've already created a basic create React app boilerplate, and here we have index.js file. Our index.js file is rendering app component. So if you go into app component, we are importing app.css, and inside app.css, we have CSS written for different circumstances. Like here we have button and hyphen hyphen primary. So this is for primary, this is for secondary, this is for tertiary. Similarly, for large, medium and small, we have it here. This is about button sizes. So we have already written all the styles here. All we need to do is to create the component. So right now it is just showing hello world. So let's start working on it. So for that, we are going to create a new file button.js, and here we'll create a function. And from this, all we need to return is a button element, right? Now we'll go ahead and start using this component here. So instead of returning hello world, we'll return a button component here. And to use this component, we will have to import it. So here I have imported it, and right now our button is visible, but it doesn't have any label. So how we are going to support label? So the first thing here you can see that you have to support these properties, and label is one of them. So we have to pass a prop named label. So we'll pass label and we'll call it something like click me. Now we need to use this label in our button component. So here we'll get access to props, and here we'll say button props.label. Refresh it, and here we can see we have click me. So button has started working properly. What is the next thing we need to do? We need to add some styles, right? So to add style, what we can do, we can just add some class name because the style is already written. And we can just add a class of button. As soon as you save that, you can see it got some style. Similarly, you can add some other styles to it. Things like button large. If you save it, you can see the button became larger. Similarly, when you say button small, it will become smaller. You can also change it to something like button secondary. You save it, and now the button style will change to something else. So this is our secondary style. Similarly, we can also make it tertiary because we have already added class for it. So here we can just say tertiary. Save it, and you can look, the button style got changed, right? So this is all we need to do. Based on different props that we send from here, we just have to apply different classes. So let's go ahead and call it multiple times with different props. So here we have label, and we can also call type to be secondary, and here size will be large. Similarly, here we can say type to be tertiary, and size is going to be medium. And we also have to take care of whenever we do not send any label, what will happen. So that we can take care of it here is whenever there is no label, you have to default to button. Now when we save it, you can see that all of it has the same style. Why? Because we are adding the same style here. So based on the props, we have to change all the class names. And for that, we are going to define a function here. So we'll say function get styles, and here what it will return is it will return the first class that we need to add, that is button, and then the next thing will come from type and size. So here we'll say button hyphen hyphen, and type is coming from props.type. Similarly, we'll also go ahead and add button hyphen hyphen props.size. And now here, instead of just saying button, we'll just call this function getStyle. We'll save it, and here we will see that all these different buttons has different styles. Can you see that? So here by using this function, we are able to add different styles based on different props that we are getting from here. The other way to also do that would be we can just get access to all these things like type, size, disabled from props, and here instead of using props again and again we can just say type, size, so we don't need disabled here. So here we have got access to type and size, and based on this we are adding different class like button type and button size, and here we can see that all the buttons are of different sizes and style. Now here what we need to do is we also need to add support for disabled. So whenever the button is disabled, it should be in a different style. So here we can pass disabled as a prop. So as soon as you save it, you can see these two buttons are the same. The disabled is not being applied here, right? So here we need to add disabled. So we'll just add disabled, and the value of disabled is coming from props.disabled. We'll save it, and here you can see the style got changed. So now what we are able to do is, based on different props that we are sending here, we are able to display different buttons here. So we are done with this. But now let's see what is left for us to do. So we have taken care of disabled, label, size, and type. What we need to do now is to just handle onClick handler. So here you can also pass onClick handler like this. And what it is going to do for now, it is just going to say alert, you clicked me. We'll save it, and here we will take care of onClick handler. So on button we'll get that props, and here we just need to add onClick. You just need to call this prop, that is props.onClick handler. Now we are adding onClick handler to disable button, so it should not work, right? So what we can do is we can just copy this from here and we'll paste it to another button. Now when you refresh it and click on this button, you'll see an alert message saying you clicked me. Now what we have done is we have taken care of all these properties like disabled, label, onClick handler, size, and type. What we need to do is to take care of these default properties for size and type. So let's see how we can fix that. So here, whenever you're getting access to type and size, what if type and size is not present? So what you can do, you can default it to primary, and size will default to medium. Now when you save it, even though you're not sending a type here, in these cases, it is taking the default type that is of primary, and when we are sending type, it is taking the secondary type, right? So here all the buttons are inline buttons. So what we can do here is, like, for now I'm just going to make it like button should be display block. So for now I'm just making it block so it can just look one after another. Now, because now every feature that we wanted got implemented here, all we need to do now is to refactor our application. And why do we need to refactor? So let us try to understand the problem that can happen. So here we have type of secondary. So what happens when by mistake I just misspelled it? So I just created a typo, right? So now if you look at your second button, you'll see it is not of secondary style. And that is a problem, right? Because we do not have any class like this. So whenever this kind of a thing happens, it's very hard to find the problems here. So generally the way to deal with this is you can create a file here and we'll call it buttoninfo.js. And here what we will do, we'll create different objects that will contain different information. So we're just going to create an object. We'll call it button sizes is going to be an object, and it is going to have 3 different keys. The first one is large. That will be the class that we need. So it will be large. Similarly here, we can just say medium and we'll say small. Similarly, we'll also create another object with the name of button types. So here the type is primary, secondary, and tertiary. And we will export these 2 variables, button sizes and button types. So we'll say export, and here we'll also say export. Now, whenever we are using it, we can say it like this. We'll import button sizes and button types. Now we have access to button sizes and button types. And instead of sending secondary like this, we'll just say it like this: button types dot secondary, right? So in this way, we'll not be able to make any mistakes. We'll always call it button types dot secondary. And here, whenever we want to call it like this, you can call button sizes dot small. Similarly, in the case of tertiary, here we'll say button types dot tertiary, and size is going to be medium. And we don't even have to write medium because medium is default. So we'll say button sizes dot large. So in this way, what we have done, we have defined all the different types we need in the file. So in future, whenever we want to change large to something else, we can change at one place and it will reflect on different places. So we also need to update that into our button.js file. So here we'll import button types and button sizes, and here we'll say it should default to button types dot primary. So it will default to that, and here it will default to button sizes dot medium. So now in this way, what happens is whenever you change the value at one file here, it will get changed everywhere. So in that way, making mistake will be a lot more easier. And in this way, we have completed this exercise. So we have created a button design system that is going to support all these different properties like disabled, label, on-click handler, size, and type. It is going to take care of sizes like small, medium, large, primary, secondary, tertiary. The reason we all defined it into capital letters even in these objects is because these are going to be constants, right? So here we have completed it. So let's take a look at it. So here we have our app component. Inside app component, we have multiple buttons with multiple properties here. We have label, type, size. We also have things like on-click handler and disabled. And in our button component, we're just taking care of all these properties